Hey, welcome back to the new video of the Java tutorial series. So what we are going to cover in this video is Java variables. What are variables in Java? So let's just get started. A variable is a container which holds the value while the Java programs is executed. Okay, a variable is assigned with a data type and the variable name is the memory location. Okay, so what it means you can see here is a pictorial representation of what I said. So suppose this is a RAM memory and you have created one variable here and you have assigned value 10 to that variable. Okay, so variable is nothing but a container inside your memory which holds a particular value. And what kind of value it's gonna hold, it depends upon the what data type you have given to that variable. Okay, so you can assume it like a reserved area inside your memory. Okay, so moving ahead, we have types of the variables. Okay, so there are mainly three types: local, instance, and static. So let's see one by one each of them. Okay, so what are local variables? A variable declared inside a body of the method is called as local variable, and you can use this variable only within that method, and other methods inside that class aren't even aware that the variable exists. So we will see the implementation part of this local variable, instance variable, and static variable once we get into the code. Okay, for time being, just listen to me and try to understand. Okay, the next one is instance variable. A variable declared inside the class but outside the body of the method is called as instance variable, and it should not be declared as static one. Why so? I will also tell you in the coding part of that video. Okay, so moving ahead, we have the static variable. A variable that is declared as static is called a static variable. It cannot be local. You can create a single copy of the static variable and share it among all the instances of that class. Okay, and the memory allocation for those static variables happens only once when the class is loaded inside your memory. Okay, so enough talking about the theoretical part. Let's just get into your IDE and code it out. Okay, and during coding part implementation, I will be discussing some variables rules to declare a variable. Okay, so there are some 6 to 7 rules are here which you need to keep in mind while declaring a variable. Okay, so just open your IDE and create one new project and create one new file here, and you can create a new file also by clicking here on src. Just right click here, new Java class, and let's suppose I am giving a variable as my name, class name, variable. Okay, variable tut, and hit enter. So it will create a new class. As you can see, let me increase the font size for you so that you can see clearly. Okay, I hope it is visible now. And let me create one main method. So one added advantage of using this IDE is you don't have to write all those codes. Like here, if you want to write the main method, you can just simply type main and hit enter on the keyboard, and it will automatically write those main method for you, and you can start coding. Okay, so first of all, let's see what are those three types of variables that I have told you previously, that those are static variable, local variable, and instance variable, and what are the difference between all these. Okay, so let's suppose if I create one variable here. Let me create static int m is equals to 100. Okay, so for time being, I know you don't know the static and int keyword. So in upcoming videos we will be covering data types. There you can understand. Just for time being, understand this is a variable that is m, and I have assigned value as 100 to it. Okay, so you can see here I have declared this variable inside the class but outside the main method. So this type of variables are known as static variables. Okay. And you can write comments in the your Java program by giving the two forward slashes and writing the comment inside it. Okay. So again, I inside the class but outside the main method, I will be declaring one method. Okay. So return type of my method would be void. Let's suppose I have created this method, and inside this method I will be declaring one variable. Okay, so the variable which I declared named n, and I have assigned value to it is 90. Okay, so these kind of variables which are declared inside a method, okay, so these are local variables, means the scope of these variables are only limited to that method. Means outside this method from line 4 to 6, this variable is not accessible inside your class. Okay, I will comment it out. Okay, and now the last one is instance variable. Okay, so inside I will come inside the main method and declare another variable name as int data, and I will assign value to it is as 50. Okay, so these variable are called as instance variable. So here you can see what is the formal definition of the instance variable. A variable declares inside a class but outside the body of the method is called an instance variable. Okay, so you may think what is the difference between instance variable and the static variables, because both the variables are declared outside the method body. Okay, so the only difference is for the static variables you just give keyword as static ahead of that variable where you have declared it. Okay, so I hope you have cleared idea about what are the variables and what is static, local and instance variable. So I'll be giving you some basic program of addition of the two numbers. Okay, so let's just get started. Wait, I will start from here. I will just comment out this line and add the comment as addition of two numbers. Okay, so what are the variables you think we required for addition of the two numbers? Okay, so I need one variable which hold the first value, and I need another variable which hold the second value, and I need the third variable which hold the addition of those two numbers. Okay, so let's create int a is equals to 10, and another variable int b is equals to, let's suppose, 20, and another variable, third variable, which will hold the addition value of a and b. I will write a plus b here. Okay, and to print something on the console we just write system.out.println. Okay, so here in this IDE you have also a shortcut to write this. You just write s out and hit enter. The IDE will automatically write system.out.println for you, and I will be printing C here. Okay, so let me just comment out these part of the code that I don't require. Okay, and I will hit run. Okay, so here you can see my file is getting run, and here you can see on console 30 is printed because the addition of the a, that is 10, and b, that is 20, is 30, and which is get printed on the console here. Okay, so another example. Let's suppose you have to subtract those two numbers. So simply here you can come here and give b minus a or something, a minus b, whatever you want, and you just click here. The code will get executed, and here you can see 10 is printed on the console because 20 minus 10 is 10. So this is the basic basic theory and practical implementation of the variables in Java. I hope you guys have understood the what are the variables, how it works, and how it stores the data. Okay, so in the upcoming video we will be talking about data types in depth. Okay, so thank you guys for watching this video. I will see you in the next video.